Bonjour and welcome back to my channel. Claude here. Thank you for joining me for your bonus tarot reading for the month of February. So I hope you're doing well. This is going to be a reading for the people born under the Chariot card and the Tower card. So if you do not know what your Tower birth card is, I've dropped you a link to the description in the description box below to the short instructional video regarding how to work it out basically, and there's also a link to the video that talks to you about the meanings of each card and so on and so forth. For today's reading, I'm going to be using the Pitisci Tarot de Marseille, both editions, the Black Keys edition and the standard one. And I've reviewed those gorgeous decks, so if you want to check them out, there's also a link in the description box below. So I'm going to start by grabbing a main energy from the first tarot deck. And if you would like to connect to the energies of my deck, now's the time to take a couple of deep breaths, relax, whilst I shuffle it. So what do my Aquarians born under the Chariot and the Tower cards need to hear for their highest good? We have a jumper. Okay, normally I'd cut my deck, but we have a jumper, so I will take that. So we have the Three of Cups. So beautiful energy, really. I mean, Three of Cups is happy times, celebration, partying, networking. It's everything to do with the emotional body, obviously, because it's water energy, and a growth. You know, really an expansion. So you feeling happy, fulfilled. Obviously not to the level of the 9 or the 10 of Cups, because we're just at the 3 level. But it's a very good sign, very positive, and an indication of maybe you feeling more sociable than normally. Okay, so let's clarify those this energy anyway. Alright, so we have the Emperor, big major arcana here, the Four of Cups, and the Knight of Coins. Sorry, it's not straight. I can see it's not straight and it's annoying me. Okay, and then we have the Nine of Wands, followed by, oh, that's the Eight of Cups, that's a big jump, and the Seven of Wands. Bottom of the deck, which is the energy at work that you may not be aware of, but definitely at work, we have the Five of Cups. Okay, so there is an emotional change, an emotional challenge, maybe some sadness, maybe some regret or disappointment that you are experiencing. And there's a lot of cups. I've got to say, it's overwhelming. Half of your reading is to do with the emotional body. So it's to do with, you know, your emotional fulfillment, or feeling displeased or unhappy, or, you know, just not fulfilled. The Five of Cups talks about an emotional change. And sometimes it's difficult to embrace change, and that's when it becomes a challenge. So I can see that there may be some regrets, or I'm hearing disillusioned is what I'm hearing. That's not a meaning I normally assign to this card, but someone needed to hear that. And you know, disappointment is what I'm feeling. And we have this Emperor here with the Nine of Wands. Now, the Nine of Wands is often nicknamed as the Wounded Warrior because of the Rider-Waite-Smith illustration of it. Wands is fire, so is the Emperor when it comes to energy. So Wands is your spirit, your drive, you know, to see something through, something that you really go for with a lot of passion. And the Emperor, well, the Emperor is a conqueror. The Emperor is somebody who builds from the ground up his empire. This is someone who knows what steps to take, very strategist, and how to get to what they want, how to manifest it, how to make it happen, direct people, incredible leader, and someone who's very, very stable, because he's ruled by number 4, which is the number of strong foundations. If you think about buildings, if you think about furniture, generally speaking, they have 4 corners in order to be stable, although one could argue that you can have circular furniture, but you know what I'm saying. So this Emperor, it could be you having given a lot of yourself to a situation, because the 9 of Wands really highlights how you have acquired some wounds, some cuts and bruises on the way, because you have followed something 200%. You know, you've given everything to something, so you are exhausted. It may talk about burnout, and you may feel like all of this hard work, you know, what you've chased, what you really tried to manifest, to create, or how much you invested of yourself, is not, or has not, paying off. Because I can't help but look at the Emperor is looking at the 5 of Cups, looking at that, disappointed or regrets. So this may well be you. Otherwise, it may be someone who you are involved with. Now, it could be romantic, but it doesn't have to be. It could be a business partner, a co-worker, a family member, a friend. And it's been hard. You know, you've been trying really hard with this person, and you feel like it's always one more thing, and it's never getting to the point that you want, that you're going for, because that 9 of Wands is really talking about you are burdened, exhausted, and you're thinking about giving up, and please don't. Whatever happens, don't, because the 9 of Wands really is a card of, you know, one more challenge. You know, that's what it talks about. The other thing is, which could be that, is, and that may be for some of you, that, you know, you've got your guard up. You've been working hard. The Emperor is someone who works hard, and you may have been disappointed. This is a special message for someone out there, not for everybody, so delete it if it doesn't apply to you, but you may have been betrayed. That's why this 5 of Cups is here. And so your guard is up with the 9 of Wands. You know, you're tired, and you're fighting, and it may also be, for some of you, competition when it comes to growing your business. It's been hard. You know, you've struggled with this, trying to grow the business, because competition was hard. Or someone did you dirty. I'm just going to say it as it is, because that's how it's come into my head. And obviously you can reverse the role. As I said, it can be you, or it can be someone who did this to you. We then have the 4 of Cups and the 8 of Cups. And what I'm seeing majorly here is that because of having gone at something with so much passion, so much drive, and, you know, being disappointed or sad or having regrets of some kind, you then get that energy of the 4 of Cups, which is the energy of boredom, of having lost your thirst for life, which I totally get. I mean, if you've been, when the 9 of Wands comes in, that means you've tried really hard at something. You've given a lot of yourself. So I'd understand why you'd get to a point where you'd just be like, you know what, I'm done with this, you know. Is this going to be like that forever? You know, when you get to that stage in your life? Well, that's the energy I'm getting right there. Losing your first of life, and being closed off, you know. And the problem with the 4 of Cups energy is that when we're closed off, we may miss some opportunities that come our ways. So it'd be very important to use that time to gain some emotional stability, which the 4 of Cups, the light side of the card, is about, you know, gaining the emotional stability, to then be able to continue the journey. And I will say this, okay, the Chariot card, the Tower card, is all about having that drive to push past what life throws at you, tackle the obstacles or the challenges that life may throw at you, because it is happening to help you grow. You are ruled by number 7. 7 is the number of evaluation, self-analysis. And when we do spend the time to reflect, and particularly in the 4 of Cups energy, when this is, you know, emotional stability, when we reflect on experiences, we grow, okay? We assimilate the lessons. From this, we can build on that experience to move forward at a better pace, with more direction, with more determination. And because of it, it then gives us the confidence to just go, because we know we've got this. And the Emperor is like the Charioteer in that respect. It's the strategy. It's, you know, reflecting on what's worked, what's not, and going for it. And the Tower, as I've explained, is that energy of having to tackle, and you may feel that it repeats a lot in your life cycle, to tackle big events and overcome those, because it makes you grow. And so with this Four of Cups, we have the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is the card of really realizing that you've outgrown something, or that something is no longer emotionally fulfilling for you, and choosing to turn your back and move on to better pastures, for lack of a better word. So it is an incredibly empowering card, but it is also an uneasy energy. It's an energy of, okay, I value myself, I realize that I'm worth more than this or better than this, or that there is something better out there, you know, I'm done with this is not good for me, and I'm going to make the right decision for me, for my emotional contentment and fulfillment, and I'm going to walk away from this. And when we get to that point, it's like a click moment in the head, you know, it's that decision where we go, do you know what, I'm done. I'm going to move away from it. And then we have the Knight of Coins. Now, Knights, I personally love the energy of, because they are the action takers. They make things move forward. So with the energy of the Four of Cups here, which was stagnant energy, and obviously the Nine of Wands, which was a very heavy energy, we now have a movement, you know, away from the Five of Cups, which is that disappointment, the regrets, or the sadness, general sadness that you've been feeling, and having a clear focus, because we're dealing with the Coins suit. Now this is the everyday life suit, okay, earth energy. It is very grounded, very pragmatic, and incredibly reliable. So I always say, if you want something done, just get the Knight of Coins to do it, because they will take longer to do it. They will prep all of the steps in order to get there, but they have a clear focus, always staring at the coin. They know where they're going, and they will make it happen. And so this could be you deciding, this is what I'm going to do. Okay, I have a clear goal in mind now, I know what to do, and I'm going to focus on this, and I'm going to apply all of my energy towards this, which is very Charioteer, just with less passion than the Charioteer would have, but it is a focused energy. And with the Seven of Wands, 7 being your ruler number, as I've explained just a minute ago, this is the energy of passionately, vehemently defending your stance, not giving up, and just this, you know, standing up for what you've decided to do. The other thing this could refer to is this Knight of Coins may well be someone coming in with an offer for you. Obviously no genders attached, just the energy of the card. So it could be a male or a female. And they come with an opportunity for you, which is going to move you away from this blah energy of the Four of Cups. And it's going to help you turn your back on it, because now you've got a new focus. Now you can direct all of that energy from the Tower and the Chariot, your cards, and you can direct it towards a new goal. And with the Seven of Wands underneath it, this is you going for it, not giving up, even though there may be people around you who may be going, oh, are you sure you want to do this? And so on and so forth, okay? So there's a message out there for somebody to be aware of, that there may be people who may not necessarily understand why you are jumping on this new door opening or this opportunity. But this is something that's reliable. So if you get offered something and you have that niggling doubt in your head, you're thinking, oh, I don't know how it's going to turn out, this is reliable because it's earth energy. Now, if the Knight of Wands had presented themselves here, I may have given you a different slant on it, because Wands representing passion, it's not as reliable as the coin energy, but this is. So this is something, you know, I would personally pursue. But again, you're sovereigns of your life, so, you know, you do you. I'm just giving you what the cards are saying. So I see things moving forward and going through for this Three of Cups, which is going to give you the emotional growth, the happiness, the drive that was missing here because of that Four of Cups. So you need to turn your back on something, basically, and just redirect all of this drive, this energy that you have. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey through the cards with me. If you found this helpful in any ways, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. As always, I thank you for your time. It's your most precious commodity. I'm so grateful you chose to spend it with me. I wish you a wonderful end of the month, and I'll see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.